Did the old prophets actually meet angels on top of mountains? Or were they highly intelligent beings from a galaxy far, far away? Today, we're taking a look at 3 well-known sightings of UFOs. Because let's face it, we're not alone, and the evidence is everywhere.
Today, we'll be taking a look at UFO sightings and encounters in Africa. Africa is the cradle of civilization. It's where most people believe humans evolved and began to spread out across the world. With a long history, the African continent holds many secrets. Many of these secrets are related to extraterrestrials. If you're curious to know more, let's dive right into the video. First up, we have the case of a strange aircraft spotted in 1914. From August to September of that year, thousands of South Africans across the country observed this aircraft. They believed it to be a nighttime monoplane. The aircraft had its headlights on constantly and performed sophisticated maneuvers. This first took place during the First World War. It was in the weeks leading up to the Southwest Africa campaign. Many suspected a hostile German monoplane on a possible spy or bombing mission, but others were convinced that it was of extraterrestrial origin. No German authorities ever confirmed the existence of this plane, even years after the war. It's also strange that the plane was performing seemingly implausible maneuvers. And why would a spy plane be so conspicuous? No theories were ever confirmed. Until today, nobody knows the answer. Its destination and the identity of its pilot also remain a mystery. Another unusual aircraft was also spotted this year. Residents of Pietermaritzburg saw a long green light trail in the sky. According to news reports, this object looked like an asteroid. Within a few hours, multiple social media users reported similar sightings. Some of them suggested it was an alien invasion. The object continued flashing in the sky briefly before disappearing. Similar sightings were reported by people in Durban and Johannesburg. In 1994, 60 children at a school in Zimbabwe encountered aliens. They claimed these aliens descended from a UFO and had large eyes. The story begins with reports of explosions in the sky across the region. The explosions could be seen as far away as Zambia and Botswana too. Astronomers stated that these explosions were caused by a meteor shower. There was something strange about the meteor shower though. Many eyewitnesses say a capsule-like fireball emerged. It was trailing fire and flanked by 2 smaller capsules. Following that, numerous reports of alien sightings began to pop up. A young boy and his mother reported spotting aliens in daylight before the aliens disappeared.
It was right over our heads practically.
A trucker also had an encounter with strange beings on the road at night. Then, on September 16th, a representative of Ariel Primary School called in. The representative insisted that her students had encountered aliens. The story states that Ariel's students were playing outside. They spotted disc-shaped objects in the sky. There were 3 or 4 of these objects. The objects flew in along the power lines and finally landed in the bush area, amongst the trees. The children were afraid, but also curious. Shortly after, aliens emerged from those disc-shaped crafts. One student said that he thought at first that the little man might have been the school gardener, but then I saw that the figure had long, straight black hair. It was not really like a black person's hair. It was then that he realized the figure was not human. Another student, Guy G, described the aliens in detail. He could see the little man, about a meter tall, was dressed in a black shiny suit. It had long black hair and eyes which seemed lower on the cheek than our eyes. The alien's eyes were large and elongated. Its mouth was just a slit and the ears were hardly discernible. Some of the children also thought the beings were Zwikwambo or Tokoloshes, evil goblins in local African folklore. These children burst into tears, fearing they would be eaten. When the students reported their alien sighting to the teachers, they were met with disbelief. The teachers dismissed their stories and told them to keep quiet. Classes resumed as normal afterward. But the next day, the school received a bunch of calls from parents. The parents wanted to know why their kids were spooked. Eventually, the sheer number of calls started freaking the teachers out too. That's when they called a local UFO expert named Cynthia Hind to extract info from the witnesses. Hind recorded this encounter as Case 96. She described it as one of the most exciting UFO stories of this or any year. The San people of the Kalahari region also have a dance ritual that may connect them to extraterrestrial dimensions. Known as the trance dance, it is still practiced by some communities. The dance produces an altered consciousness. This is done through hyperventilation and rhythmic dance. The primary purpose of this dance is to heal sick people, whether physically or mentally. In the altered conscious state, the healers experience healing energy that is channeled to sick people. The healers do this by touching the sick people on the body parts affected by sickness. The dance also drives away disputes and anger in the community. It's an ancient tradition that goes back thousands of years. Historians claim this tradition is recorded in southern African rock art. This dance is the most prominent cultural and religious practice that the San people still practice. It comes in many different forms, but all have a similar purpose. But the trance dance doesn't just heal, it also grants the practitioners superpowers. Via the dance, healers activate energy within themselves. This energy allows them to travel into other dimensions. They can also see very long distances and touch flames without being burned. Could they be accessing the energies of an alien dimension? Maybe aliens left this ritual behind as a way to contact them. It's safe to say that Africa has many mysteries to be uncovered, especially when it comes to extraterrestrial encounters. The continent is massive, and there are many remote places where strange creatures can hide. As time passes, more and more of these encounters will come to light. Make sure to comment below on what your thoughts are.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and comment below if you believe any of the Navy sightings of UFOs are real, and be sure to tune in next time